Prince William is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles.
Could Meghan Markle lose the one thing tying her to the British monarchy? A storm is brewing in the heart of Westminster, and it's not just tabloid gossip or a fleeting tweet. For the first time in modern history, the House of Lords is taking aim at the Duchess of Sussex, pushing to erase her title forever. This isn't a rumor. It's a legal maneuver that could rewrite her story and send shockwaves through the monarchy. Stick around because the twists in this saga will keep you glued to the screen. It began with a whisper, barely audible in the ancient halls of Parliament. A petition, backed by a staggering 77% of the British public, according to a May 2025 YouGov poll, landed in the House of Lords, demanding Meghan Markle's Duchess of Sussex title be stripped for good. This wasn't just angry fans or clickbait headlines. Lord Simon Lee, a crossbench peer, tabled a formal motion supported by both Conservative and Labour members, accusing Meghan of betraying royal duty. The petition's words cut deep, claiming she's mocked a centuries-old institution, turning a noble title into a branding tool for her Hollywood empire. This is historic, not just because it targets a duchess, but because it's the system itself fighting back. The House of Lords, the oldest democratic chamber in the world, doesn't move lightly. So what ignited this unprecedented action? Something big was brewing, and it wasn't in London. In May 2024, Meghan and Harry jetted to Nigeria, dressed in traditional attire, shaking hands with military leaders, and delivering speeches like they were still on the royal roster. The trip looked official, almost too official. Insiders dropped a bombshell to Sky News. Neither the palace nor the Foreign Office was informed. To the House of Lords, this wasn't a friendly visit. It was unauthorized diplomacy, a risky move that blurred the lines between personal PR and Britain's foreign policy. The petition calls it a direct threat to the monarchy's neutrality, arguing Meghan leaned hard into her Duchess title to play royalty without clearance. Sources close to Whitehall revealed the trip caused serious concern, with fears it confused Nigeria's leaders about Britain's official stance. Meghan even hosted a women's leadership panel, presenting herself as a royal ambassador. The fallout hit hard, but it wasn't the only spark that lit this fire. At Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter concert in Los Angeles in 2023, Meghan was caught on camera laughing, shouting, "You know I'm Sussex now." She doubled down in a chat with Mindy Kaling, joking she should be called Meghan Sussex. To fans, it was a playful moment. To the House of Lords, it was a slap in the face. The petition zeroes in on this clip, labeling it a crass trivialization of a title meant to carry duty, not clout. Legal experts point to the 1917 Titles Deprivation Act, which bans using royal status for personal gain, saying Meghan's quip could technically violate it. That viral moment wasn't just a laugh. It was the spark that turned quiet frustration into a parliamentary roar. But this was only one piece of a much larger puzzle. Meghan's Netflix shows, Spotify podcasts, and her 2025 launched as ever lifestyle brand has leaned heavily into her royal status. Her 2022 Netflix docuseries flashed Duke and Duchess of Sussex in regal fonts, framing their story as a royal tell-all. Her podcast archetypes dropped references to her palace days, from staff disputes to mental health struggles, to try and hook listeners. The As Ever brand, selling everything from artisanal jams to dog biscuits, markets Meghan as a modern duchess with packaging that nods to her royal past. The House of Lords calls this blatant commercialization, a noble title turned into a reality TV prop. The late Queen herself had to intervene in 2020 to block Meghan and Harry from trademarking Sussex Royal for merchandise like mugs and t-shirts, a move insiders called tasteless. The petition argues every episode, every product, cashes in on the Sussex name, disrespecting a title meant for duty, not dollars.
Meghan Markle has been very brazen recently with the use of the HRH. During the negotiations for Harry and Meghan to leave royal duties, it was agreed with Queen Elizabeth that they will not use the HRH title.
But her media ventures weren't the only thing raising eyebrows. In 2021, Meghan sat down with Oprah Winfrey and dropped a bombshell that shook the world. She hinted an unnamed royal raised concerns about her unborn child's skin color, sparking global outrage and painting the monarchy as outdated and prejudiced. The House of Lords hasn't forgotten. Their petition calls this a calculated move to incite anger against the crown while hiding behind the Duchess title. It wasn't just a personal story. It was a public attack on an institution that can't hit back. The interview's fallout fueled headlines for months, with Commonwealth nations like Australia and Canada questioning the monarchy's relevance in fiery op-eds. The palace stayed silent, but Parliament took notes. And then came another moment that pushed the boundaries even further. Meghan's Archewell Foundation, launched in 2020, has been a lightning rod for controversy. The petition highlights its 2024 fundraising gala in Montecito, where Meghan used her Duchess title to attract high-profile donors like Oprah and Serena Williams. Critics on X called it cashing in on royalty, with posts racking up thousands of likes accusing her of turning charity into a branding exercise. The Lords argue this event, promoted with her title front and center, crossed a line into exploiting royal prestige for personal gain. Unlike other royals who fundraise discreetly, Meghan's gala was a red carpet spectacle, complete with paparazzi shots. The petition compares her to Princess Alexandra, who serves quietly without a single Netflix deal or gala invite. This contrast didn't just anger the Lords. It fueled a public outcry. The British public is furious. That May 2025 YouGov poll shows 61% want Harry's titles gone too, especially his Royal Highness label. Platforms like X are ablaze with posts calling Meghan's title use a mockery, with hashtags like strip the titles trending in the UK for weeks. One viral post, liked over 50,000 times, read, "She's not a royal, she's a reality star. Drop the title." The petition rides this tidal wave of anger, arguing Meghan's Montecito lifestyle, red carpets, celebrity friendships, and multi-million-dollar deals clash with the duties tied to her title. The Lords say she's turned a noble rank into a Netflix logo, disrespecting Britain's honor system. But this fight isn't new. It's rooted in history. This isn't the first time titles have been on the chopping block. In 1917, during World War I, King George V used the Titles Deprivation Act to strip German nobles of British titles for siding with the enemy. In 1999, calls to remove titles from hereditary peers stirred debate but fizzled out. The Lords' petition against Meghan cites these precedents, arguing her actions, while not treasonous, are a modern betrayal of royal protocol. Legal experts say stripping her title would need new legislation, as the 1917 Act is outdated. A 2022 removal of titles bill, pushed by a Conservative MP, stalled in Parliament, but the Lords' motion has revived the fight. They point to Edward VIII's abdication in 1936, when his titles were downgraded after he chose love over duty. Could Meghan face a similar fate? The answer lies with one key figure. Prince William, the future king, is reportedly at his breaking point. Sources close to him, speaking to the Daily Beast in 2025, say he's livid about Meghan's private use of HRH on gift cards, like one sent with ice cream and strawberry sauce to a podcast host in 2024. In 2020, the Sussexes agreed with Queen Elizabeth to drop HRH for non-royal work. But Meghan's been bending that rule, signing letters as Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. William can't strip titles himself. Removing a dukedom needs an act of parliament, a process that could take years. But insiders told OK Magazine he's quietly rallying support, with plans to act decisively when he's king. A source close to William said, he sees her title used as an insult to the institution he's sworn to protect. And Harry's not off the hook either. His own actions are adding fuel to the fire. Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, released in 2023, didn't just spill family secrets. It reignited public anger. He detailed palace tensions, accused royals of leaking stories, and painted himself as a victim while still holding the Duke of Sussex title. The Lords' petition calls this a public betrayal, arguing Harry's use of his title to sell books mirrors Meghan's branding tactics. A 2025 Express poll found 68% of Brits want Harry's titles revoked too, with comments on X calling him a prince in name only. The couple's joint ventures, like their Netflix deal reportedly, worth $100 million, keep their titles front and center, from on-screen credits to promotional materials. The Lords argue this double act, Harry's tell-all and Meghan's media empire, threatens the monarchy's dignity. But what's next for this royal showdown? Meghan's royal fairy tale is hanging by a thread. The House of Lords isn't chasing headlines. They're wielding law, tradition, and public will to defend the monarchy's honor. From Nigeria's diplomatic misstep to the Beyoncé concert quip, from Netflix deals to Oprah's explosive interview, from Archewell's glitzy galas to Harry's memoir, the Sussexes have built a brand on titles they're accused of cheapening. The petition isn't just a warning, it's a constitutional reckoning. Can Meghan hold on to the Duchess of Sussex title, or will Parliament erase it from history? Will Harry face the same fate, or is the monarchy fighting a losing battle against modernity? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Meghan and Harry lose their titles, or is this all a step too far?